Juraj Slafkovsky is sidelined for the week. Mike Matheson is in. Caden Gooley is out. And there's some line shuffling to discuss as the Montreal Canadiens take on the red-hot New York Rangers tonight at Centre Bell. Hi there, I'm Conor Tomalty. Welcome back to Game On Montreal once again. We have a lot to explore today and a lot to discuss concerning the Canadiens. But first things first, we have to once again get to the headlines of this video. But not before I tell you guys once again to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and add the Game Over Network to your homepage for all the Montreal and hockey content you can handle. And once again as well, we should talk about the ad for today's video, and that is, once again, Hyperdrive Hockey. Hyperdrive Hockey is a show hosted by the Game Over Network. It stars Maxime Van Hout and Daphne Malberf and is produced by Kevin Larimer. These are incredible hockey minds and who have been for a while working in the French industry for a while, but we are so delighted to have them here at the Game Over Network because they have incredible insights, abilities, capabilities, and a lot to lend when it comes to discourse in the game of hockey. And that doesn't just include, or excuse me, it is not exclusive to NHL. It also talks about the PWHL, European hockey, whatever is going on in this great frozen sport. Maxime and Daphne have you covered. So I can't recommend them enough. You can find them wherever you find your podcasts. So that's Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, but also specifically the Game Over Network. So make sure that that is added once again to your homepage, I should say, and just make sure that you tune in, subscribe, and just truly listen to them because they have a lot to provide. So let's talk about it. I think the big news of the day is that Juraj Slafkovsky, while he was taking shots early this morning before morning skate, he has been listed out for the week. He will be reevaluated next week with an upper body injury. We saw him dealing with it last weekend, especially like it was just talked about in the New York Islanders game before and after, and it's clear that he needed some time to recuperate and to recover from this. So it's a bit of a blow when it comes to that top line for the Canadiens, especially given that I believe Slafkovsky leads the team in both hits with 22 and is tied with Nick Suzuki for assists with 5, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of that has to do with the good scoring touch of Cole Caulfield, obviously, but Slafkovsky has been putting in the work, and it's going to be a definite blow to the front line. But that being said, there is going to be some line shuffling that we're seeing. The starting lineup, or the top line, is going to be Cole Caulfield with Nick Suzuki and Kirby Dach. There's been a lot of discussion with Kirby Dach. He's had a bit of less than stellar start to the season, we'll say that. He had a long time to recover from his knee injury, and he still showed some splashes of brilliance, some glimpses of that swagger that he plays with. But to start this season so far, he hasn't been living up to the bar that we've set for Kirby Dach, unfortunately. So hopefully with Cole Caulfield and Suzuki, this might galvanize that sort of situation that he's in and allow him to perform a bit better. I believe he's sitting at a -8, which is the league worst when it comes to plus-minus rating, but you also have to factor in that there's 2 empty net goals that he was on the ice for when they were scored, so you can't no pun intended, dock him for that too much. But hopefully this provides some degree of a resurgence while they still try and be a bit patient with his slow start. But he's not the only person that's been shuffled. With Dach going to the first line, Oliver Kapanen will take on the center role on the second line along with Alex Newhook and Yoel Armia. The third line will stay the same, and that's Evans, Anderson, and Gallagher, who have been really good in that trio to start the season so far. And then you're going to see Michael Pezzetta in the lineup tonight. He's going to be on the fourth line with Heineman and Dvorak. Matheson is listed to play, as we've already said, so he's actually going to be on the top line with Justin Barron. Lane Hudson and Logan Mailloux take up the second pairing, and Jaden Struble will be with David Savard on the third trio, or the third pairing, I should say, while Sam Montembeault starts tonight against the New York Rangers. So on a 3-game skid, and now your competition is second place in the Metropolitan, the New York Rangers, who have not lost in regulation to start so far this season. They are 4-0-1, and their average goals, I have this written down, is just under 5. I believe it's 4.8 versus their goals against average, I believe, is 2. So the Canadiens' defensive woes that we've seen this season might come undone here tonight. Hopefully there is better ground being covered. The New York Islanders game was less than stellar, and the games prior to that has just been, as we've quoted the players on the team of saying that it was an immature effort. So Suzuki said that at one point. I believe Evans said it as well. But hopefully against the Rangers, they do show their stuff. Montembeault, I think, had a 45 save shutout against the Rangers last year. So you hope that he is brilliant like he was to start the season and before he sort of cooled off. And just hope that his defense stays solid in front of them. They have Artemi Panarin, who is leading the league in points with 12 so far this season. He both leads his team in goals, and I believe he is tied in assists, 6 apiece there and there. So he's definitely somebody has been looking dangerous this season that they have to watch out for, while Alexis Lafreniere will not be playing tonight. So at least there's some degree of upside there for the Canadiens. But let us know what you think in the comment sections. Is this a bad sign that Slafkovsky is going to be reevaluated only a week later? How do you feel about Michael Pezzetta being on the lineup? We can't wait to see what he's going to do for the team today. Oliver Kapanen has a huge opportunity to be on the second line. And what do you think of Kirby Dach on the first line? There's a lot to dissect there, but we would love to know what you guys have to say in the comment section, because that's going to do it for today's video. A reminder to like, comment, please do subscribe to the channel. We've seen some growth already, so we can't thank you enough here at Game Over Network for the audience that's come with us, first of all, when there was the transition, but also is the new fans that have come here. So we appreciate you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, add the Game Over Network to your homepage for all the Montreal and hockey content that you can handle, I should say. Once again, I'm Conor Tomalty saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.